blues lesson for you today, and today I'm going to show you a Led Zeppelin song called T for One, which is from their Presence album, and it's probably the lesser known of the C natural minor slow blues songs that they do. The other one being Since I've Been Loving You, and which is a great song as well, but this is also a great song. And I'm going to pretty much show you the riffs you'll need to play the song, and if I've got time, the intro solo. So we'll get straight to it. Oh, and incidentally, Joe Bonamassa does a very good version of this one as well, so check that one out as well. So yeah, we'll get straight to it. So the guitar's going to be in standard tuning, and we're going to start off with this riff. And pretty much how we play that, it's kind of, I think this is syncopated, but which means that the drums and the guitars sound kind of off with each other, but they are actually in time. And it's similar to Black Dog by Led Zeppelin as well. That does the same thing, where the drums don't sound like the guitar should match, even though they do, and it sounds unbelievable. But we're going to start off with this. So that's basically open A, so first on the A, and then we're going to get open D and G, and then we're going to play this. We're going to play third of the D and second of the G. So that very slowly. And pretty much that's the only time that he plays that, the first time. And then every time after that he plays it like this. So what we're doing there is pretty much open to first again. And then this time we're going to get open G and B. And then back to that third and second of the D and the G. So that goes. So the first time, second time, then we're going to go. So it's going to be open A, first on the A, open on the A, then third, first, third on the low E. So that part goes. So very slowly, that entire first part goes like this. And then it just repeats that over and over again, but that second time of playing it with the open B and the G every other time. So, sorry, every time now. So it goes like this every other time for that. So we get to this stage where we basically play that riff once through, and then strangely it doesn't quite sound right, but it fits for some reason. The guitar does this. So I'll play that coming off the back of the final one of those riffs. So all that is open to first, and then open A to first on the A, to open D to first on the A again. So that is, and then we're going to play third of the D, and then play it again and slide it to the fifth, and then into a G minor. So that entire beginning riff goes like this, very slowly. And that G minor, by the way, I'm playing, as I'm sliding up there, I'm keeping that on the fifth of the D, and I'm just barring the G, B and E at the third. So once we get to that G, we kind of play it, and stab it, and then we'll kind of rake it back up, and then we'll kind of do this. So that's. We're going to play this chord very lightly as well. So this chord's going to be 6th of the D, 5th of the G, 6th of the B, and 4th of the E. So from that G again, G minor, sorry. arpeggiate it, so that's going to... So all I'm doing there, I'm not sure if this is exactly 100% accurate, but this is what I do. I play in the D, B, G, and then E, B, G, and then end up on the D. So actually I don't end on the D, I end on the G string. And then we're going to be into this chord, which is going to be an A sharp, just a normal A sharp bar chord. So that's... So far I've got this. So once we've played that A sharp chord, we're going to do this. So what I mean, I play it. Sometimes we play it with my fingers. Sometimes I play it with the pick and my finger. This time I play it with my fingers. So we played the A sharp, kind of lightly. Then we're going to play 7th of the G and 6th of the E. Then move it up to 8th of the G, 8th of the E. And then move that up 2 frets to 10th of the G and 10th of the E. So that slowly goes. Then we're going to slide that 8th to the 10th again. So then we're going to go, which is pretty much a hammer on from the 8th to the 10th of the E and pull off to the 8th again. So that from that A sharp chord. And that's pretty much the intro riffs that you'll need. So once we've played those that intro riff, there's a cool little solo in C natural minor, and I'll split it into a few bite-sized kind of groups so that it's not too difficult to learn. So anyway, we're going to start off like this. So what we're going to do there is we're going to start off by sliding up to the 11th of the B string, and then there's a lot of kind of inaudible stuff here where you can't really hear what he's going. It's very, very quiet, but this is what I think is going on. He's going to do that slide, give it some vibrato, and then without picking he's going to go very quietly. He's going to just keep sliding up to it, and then again very quietly he goes. So what that's going to be is going to be hammer on from the 8th to the 10th of the G, do it twice, and then on the third time pull off and give it some vibrato. So far we've got... We're going to do this little lick. So that's going to be a bend up on the 10th of the G, down, bend it up and bend it down. Then we're going to go 8 for the G to 2 on the 10, so then we're going to do this cool little lick. So that's going to be a slide from the 10th to the 12th on the G, and we'll go, so it's going to be 11, 13, pull off to the 11th on the B, do that twice and give it some vibrato. So then we're going to do a bend on the 10th of the G, kind of a slow one, bend it up, bend it down, give it some vibrato, and then once he's given it some vibrato, he does it again like a bit slightly quicker. So that's... And then he's going to go... So that's going to be hammer on from the 8th to the 10th and then pull off back to the 8th of the G. Play the 8th of the... Play that 8th of the G again, so... And then 2 on the 10th of the D. And give it some vibrato, so that's... Next couple of licks goes like this. So what we're doing there is we're going to play this kind of octave shape where we're going to play the 8th of the G string and the 11th of the E string, and we're going to kind of rake across it and then rake back up, and then end up, whilst we're raking back up, we're going to put our finger on the 10th of the D, so, and then we're going to do this little leg. So it's going to be a slide from the 10th to the 12th on the G, and then we're going to go 10 on the G, 10 on the E, 10 on the B, 10 on the E, and then we're going to go 13 of the B, 11 of the B, so, oops, so, end up on the 13th of that B, so that little part goes like this. Then we're going to go, so we're going to bend up on that 13th of the high E, then we go, so it's going to be 13, 11, 13 on the high E, and then 2 on the 13th of the B, so, then next after that we're going to do a really cool little lick which you can really incorporate into your own blues playing if you want, and it goes like this. So that's going to go, so how we're playing that is we're going to kind of rake across the B, and so we're going to kind of rake across the B and the G string, sorry, down the B and the G, and end up on that 10th of the high E, so then go 10, 10, 9, 8 on the E, then we go, so it's going to be 11 on the B to 8 again, 8 again on the high E, so then we're going to go, so it's going to go 11 on the B to 8 on the E, 8 on the B, and then we're going to play 10 of the G, and then 2 on the 8th of the B string, so that little lick goes, oops. And we're going to do this equally cool little lick. So what we're doing there is we're going from the 7th to the 10th of the G, and then we're going to go 8 to the 11th on the B, and then we're going to go, so that's going to be 8 to the 9th of the B, and then we're going to play twice of the 10 on 10th of the G, so that little bit goes. Then the next little lick's going to be another cool little lick, and it's going to go like this. So what we're doing now is, again, we're going to kind of rake down and end up on that 13th of the high E, which is very similar to some of the licks that he plays in Since I've Been Loving You. So rake down on the G to the B and end up on the 13th of the high E, and then we're going to go 15 to 16 on that high E, so, and then we'll go, so once we've raked down to that 16, we'll go, so that's going to be 15, hammer on to the 16th, pull off back to the 15th, pull off to the 13th, and then play the 13th again. So then we're going to get this bend. So it's going to be 16th of the high E, bend it down, get it twice on the 16th, and then twice on the 15th, and then he plays that bit twice. So that little part goes, like this. In fact, I think on the second time, I think he probably plays that 15th 3 times, so. So how we're playing that is we're going to go the 11th of the high E, to the 8th of the high E, 11th of the B, back to the 8th of the E, back to the 11th of the B, to the 10th of the G, and then end up on the 8th of the B. So that goes, and that's pretty much the solo. Well, the licks that I can hear and figure out in the solo for the intro solo. So once we've played that little intro solo, we're going to go into this bluesy little riff that goes like this. So basically all that is, what we're doing there is we're going to slide from the 7th to the 8th of the D and the G string, so twice, and give it some vibrato if you want, I generally do. Then we're going to go. So once we've played that, we're going to slide from the 10th to the 12th on the A, and play the 2 middle strings again, the D and the G at the 10th, so then we're going to go. So that's basically pretty much an F, but we're just going to play that part of it. So it's going to be the D, G and B string at the 10th, so and slide it down, and then back into the. So that part very slowly goes like this. It repeats that. Repeats it basically till the chord sequence changes, and then it does this. So what we're doing there is on the A and the D string, we're going to slide from the 5th to the 6th. Twice, again, give it some vibrato if you want, and then we're going to go. So that's going to go from the 6th on the low E, slide up to the 8th, and then we're going to play the 8th. Then we're going to play the 8th for the D, so twice, and then slide it down. So and he plays that twice, and he's back into his. He's going to go. He's going to do this. Basically the intro part, but how we're starting that is we're going to go from the 1st to the 3rd on the low E, then we're going to play G minor, kind of arpeggiated G minor, into that chord again, to an A sharp, then into that from the intro. So once we've got this far, we're going to play this little riff. So what we're doing there is basically we're going to go from an A sharp 5 to a C5, so, and then slide it down. So we're going to play that once, let it come round, and then play it again. Same thing. Then we're going to do this little riff. So what we're doing there is we're going to go from the 10th to the 8th to the 10th of the D, and then we're going to go. So that's going to go 8 to 10 on the D, and then 8 to 10 on the A. Then we're going to go 8 to the 6th on the A. So, and then we're going to play those chords again. Let it dwell. Play play them again, then play the riff. Then we're going to play D sharp to F. Same thing. Let it dwell. Then we're going to play that same riff again. Back into our original chords, which is going to be A sharp and C. Play them again, and then, and that's pretty much that little riff. So once we've played that, we're going to be back into this part again. So that's pretty much the riffs you'll need to play that song and the intro solo. And like I say, Joe Bonamassa does a really good version of this, and so that's definitely worth checking out. And the album Presence by Led Zeppelin is a pretty underrated album, to be honest, so it's definitely worth checking that out. There's some good songs on there. So anyway, thanks for watching.